Aj na konci streamu sme včera to už začali clearovať. Dobre. No. Dobre, nechcem teraz robiť poriadky v inventári, poďme ďalej. Ale týchto budeme schopní odpáliť. I see what we can do. Mal to byť ešte jeden s nimi. On patroluje. Poďme. Let's do it, okay, ale máme prvý iniciatívu. Bol som si istý, či proti nám pôjdu, alebo nie. Let's dance! Oni žijú? Dobre, bonus akciu zameníme za dash. Aj tak sa nesím približiť, nevadí. Toto je tuším klasa Ranger, čiže ona bude asi samoniť Vorga. The Fire Arrow. Nemám rád. Tie arrows, čo dávajú AOEčka. Je ich tu strašne veľa, mi príde. Fire, electricity, všetky tieto acid a teda dávajú všetky AOE. No. Nechce sa mi ísť do toho ohňa. Myšľam, či sa tu dá nejak jumpnúť, aby sme boli mimo oheň. Never mind. OK. Armor of Agathis? To čo mal na sebe? Armor of Agathis. Gain 5 temporary hit points. If hit with a melee attack, the attacker takes 5 cold damage. Oh.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Burn.
What are they?
Už veľa damage som dostal na takú malú grupu nepriateľov. Edge. Myslel, že ich tie súdy wipenú. A to koľko majú HP, ale už prežili. Any poison or disease?
Certainly.
Bratwurst. Čo majú? Si bol ten bagnutý poklad, skúsme ho vykopať. Možno sa to už odbaglo.
waste a step.
Oh je, super.
At the ready.
Holy water, to som ešte nemal. This small flask, ok. Ďalšie holy damage. Ale či mi ešte hra bude hovoriť, že som malý level, keď sa tady to pokúsim ísť. Ešte tam nepôjdeme. It will be bitterly difficult for a party of your level. Nemyslím si, že by to mala byť väčší level area než 5, lebo povedali, že môžeme ísť buď cez tento priesmyk, alebo cez Underdark. Tam sme videli, že sú levely 4-5, tak by som čakal, že aj tam budú, v tej Mountain Pass. A možno sú tam väčšie, who knows. Mám ešte nejaké short resty? Už nemám short resty. Správa zlá.
Your desire. Most excellent.
Nope. Keď premýšľam, že či sa nedá ísť sem trochu nižšie, tunak niečo v tejto érii. Nedám trochu čeknúť, a zaujímavé, či sa tam nejak nedá jumpnúť. Nevyjumpujeme. Bolo by ináč cool, že niekedy v budúcnosti prejsť, teraz vznikajú rôzne mody, vrátane third person modu na túto hru. To môže byť celkom zaujímavé, len v tom, že sa z neho dá trochu prepínať. V mnohých kombatoch by som to rád prehodil z toho third person. Máte trošku visibilitu. Babam, critical. Nádhera. To nie, že disarmol, to roztrhal tým critical successom. Dole sa asi not enough space nedá ísť, že? Ani s Featherfallom.
Watch the shadows.
Jo, to sme už u strigy. Sa nedá nejak preskočiť. Tu nebude žiadna secret passage. Čiže tam trochu prešmedím, keď zabijeme tú strigu. Jak si tu chčije ten goblin. A...
Watch
Keď sme skúsili striggernúť s ním kombat, ale nechcem pulnúť celú tú ériu, na to sa určite potrebujeme vychrápať. Fuck. Ok. Nádhera. Dobre, skúsime ho zabiť, než bude môcť niečo urobiť. 40. Yeah. Nice. Bol za 50 expo. What? Za 50 expo sme mali gobliných bossov.
Watch your back. Direct me to new horizons.
Pressure. Pressure speed. Movement speed plus 3 metre. A defaultná vzdialenosť a movement je myslím 6 metrov, ak niekedy sám. Lebo 6 poličok sa mi zdá, že to je v DADčku, ak to nejak nemenili. Znamená, že to máte o 50% boost. It's good. A to dáme nejakému našemu... To dáme Karlacha, alebo to dáme Astarionovi.
Let's move. Seek and you shall find. Step by step.
Čo tu kvičí? What is this noise? Tam viem preskočiť, ale zoberie mi to HP. Možno, či vieme ešte niekoho zabiť tým, než si dáme long rest. Asi nemôžeme ísť bližšie, to už zautočia. Nejaké výbušné súdy tu neostali? Napadla ma zaujímavá taktika. Teda nie je až tak zaujímavá. Ale... A... z tejto strany by sme mohli vyduriť všetkých tých enemákov, alebo väčšinu. To je lepšie, než útočiť na nich z opačnej strany znútra. A mohli by sme sa nahádzať súdy. Toto je dobrý choke point, ten most. Len... Ja som si istý, či nám tu ostali nejaké výbušné súdy. Viem, že Karlach ich môže nosiť, takže viem si ich honekaďal priniesť, keby sme ich extra chceli. Kde by sme mohli mať nejaké výbušné súdy? Možno v meste? Mohlo niečo ostať. Nejaké dva explodoval. Tu je jeden minimálne. Dobre, Karlach. Come on, take it. Big woman. Yep. To váži. Len jeden súd je tak ťažký. Oh shit, dobre. Nie mám ale camp supplies, ty môžeme prehodiť niekomu inému. Ešte jeden by sme mohli zobrať. Nájdeme. To je čo za kľúč? Heavy key. Ja už som tu všetko lútol. Je to od niečo, čo sme lockpikovali. Made of crude metal. The key's bow is expertly shaped into the letter S. Into the letter S? No bude to kľúč od tej... niečo tunak dole, kde sme boli u blacksmitha, alebo od tej... miestnosti, kde bol... mal ten thajský mák. tú skrýšu.
Yes?
To nedá pokecať? Speak with me, buddy.
The corpse remains silent.
Tak nie.
Have to keep going.
O, kamera.
You have my attention. A path less traveled.
Viac tých súdov asi nebude.
Color me curious.
Jup. Vadí. Stačí aj jeden. To niečo. Trošku nám to okorení ten fight. Hitman už si to by the way rozohral včera, alebo kedy, či ešte si sa do toho nepustil? Nie, pozeral som nejaké videa od Extra Life k tomu. Premýšľam, lebo ja som videl jedno video od Extra Lifeu, keď to začalo byť populárne, lebo však každý veľký content creator si na tom farmí divákov. A tých rady, čo tam dávali, boli celkom zlé. Neviem, či si pozeral niečo advance od nich, alebo čo to. Pomôcť sa teraz, tak som nechcel na deň. Aha. Asi si pozeral len nejaké také, že globálne nejaké veci. Nie nejaké hinty alebo čo na začiatok. V prípade ti asi vedeli povedať. Ja som tam u nich pozeral nejaké veci. Hej, ten D&D stuff. Lebo ja som u nich pozeral nejaké veci v jednom videu, že ktoré kúzla sa oplatia. To bolo tuším video alebo niečo také. A dali tam na klerika je taký spell, že okolo teba proste to máš akoby close AOEčko spell, to nazvieme jednoducho. Že okolo teba niečo rotuje a ty keď sa priblížiš k nepriateľovi, tak dostane damage automaticky. Alebo keď tam začne svoj ťah vedľa teba, dostane damage. A to tiež. A oni čo robili za taktiku je, že utekali to medzi nepriateľmi a tí nepriatelia dostávali damage. Ten problém je v tom, že oni to hrali najskôr na balanced. Buď na balance, alebo na tej najľahšej, lebo vôbec nemali mechaniku ale disengage, že by netriggerovali opportunity útok. A proste si odchádzali a prichádzali k nepriateľom. Hovorili, že aké to je skvelé. To je podľa mňa totálna kravina. Pretože automaticky, jak zmeníš difficulty a fungujú opportunity útoky, jak majú. Oni boli aj mnoho tých opportunity útokov bugnutých. A Larian to myslím fixuje, alebo pofixoval, uvidíme. A tak určite ich nechceš vyvolávať, aby si išiel dávať ďalším nepriateľom damage, to mi príde ako totálna somarina. A celkom vysoko hodnotili Eldritch Blast, to mi prišlo tiež hovadina. Warlock tu nie je až taký silný. V rámci multiklasy je dobrý, a ak to správne urobíš, ale Pure Warlock je radený medzi najnižšie klasy a oni ho tam radili, tuším, medzi najsilnejšie, čiže prišlo mi, že tak vyhypovane zo začiatku vytvorili nejaké video, keď to ešte nemali naštudované vôbec. Ja, ale ty si asi čakal iné. Dobre, čo som to chcel spraviť? Aha, odpočinúť si. Dajme najprv do kempu. No ale ja by som si mal niečo pozrieť, lebo ma zaujíma, že ako si u Barda, ja som si pri levelovaní Barda hodil to Read Thoughts, rád by som to zmenil za Lesser Restoration, ale to není ako u mága, že máš svoju spellbook alebo u klerika, že to tu vieš akoby nahodiť, že toto tu zruším a nahodím nové kúzla. Takže úplne netuším, že jak toto tu zrušiť a dať si iný spell. Zdá sa mi, že to vieme asi len pri level upe urobiť. Mi pripomína, že tu by sme niečo mohli nahodiť ďalšie. A nie, mám len 3 sloty, never mind.
Time to press ahead.
All's well, I hope.
Of course, unless something's the matter.
No. I just wanted to see how you felt after the night we spent together. When we talked and kissed.
The night meant a lot to me and I hope there is more to come. Dúfam, že jej to povie z takého smírky face,
I hope
že s tým jeho úsmevom.
Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship will be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well.
You and we share something special, I think. I want to talk about it.
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
How are you faring? Admit it, you have never had a relationship quite like this one, have you? Oh god. Neviem, či by som ich chcel povedať do očí.
Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated.
Oh, that was stupid.
Fine. What's on your mind? You're doing just fine. After all, I'd scarcely anticipated being courted while fighting for survival in the wilderness.
Okay, nenasrali sme ju. That's good. Zdá sa, že od tejto fázy hry už môžeme mať len romancu s jedným spoločníkom. Tak vypadá.
Hellfire. She's coming.
Wyll, you've been naughty.
Naughty boy.
What happens when you're naughty?
God's damn it. Anyone but her.
Just who in the 9 hells are you? Well, aren't you a Lucius thing? Oh, Jesus, no. Úplne ma to triggeruje, aby som niečo také povedal. Saveneme to.
You flatterer. Why, if I had a warm heart, I'm sure it would be skipping. Call me Mizora. I'm Wyll's patron, the fount of his power.
Dobre, ale mi disprove. Dáme to na slušáka. Ako darí, ahoj, ahoj. Keď poslednú dobu mi na Twitchi stále chodia nejaké PMK
God's damn
od
it.
nejakých
But her.
podivných English speaking užívateľov. A polka z nich vypadá ako generovaná AI. Druhá polka ako by to písal človek, čo nevie používať prekladač. Niektoré sú priamo také, že sa ti snažia akoby predať nejaký promotion streamu. A niektoré sú zase také, že vedia, že Twitch za to banuje. Tak majú svoju hru. Teraz nedávno mi písal typek, že videl môj stream, je to cool veľmi a teda, a ja že určite išiel na slovenský stream, rozumel všetkému, čo sa tu deje a poslal mi meno nejakého streamera úspešného, nejaký týpek, čo hrá Dotu, má skoro 1 000 000 followerov a neviem čo a hrá len Dotu. Že ja ho poznám, môžeš byť úspešný ako on, že dám ti na jeho Discord meno, napíš mu a on ti povie, že čo robiť a to je, že aha. Že krásne vidno, jak sa to tí ľudia snažia obísť, lebo keby som ich reportol, tak samozrejme nejaký Twitch stav si pozerá ten náš chatlog a ja tam by videl, že čo napísal, nenapísal. Takže sa snažia akoby tú diskusiu, kde sa ti snažia predať nejakých followers, views, bullshitiny, ako ťa odrba, tak sa to snažia presunúť väčšinou na Discord, aby im nebanovali ich Twitch účty. Celkom funny. Akože reportol som ho a blokol, ale chvíľu som sa s ním hral. Je to zaujímavé, že čo si pre mňa pripravili. Indulge me. Just what in the 9 hells are you?
Wyll, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Wyll's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Wyll. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
Wait, what? No, she doesn't. Počkaj, to, že nemá srdce, neznamená, že nemá dušu. No, takže nie je soulless. Get to the point, Devil. What do you want? If we kill Karlach now, will that get rid of you? You better not lay a damn finger on Karlach. Vieme, že je to seriózne, lebo táto má až 4 rohy, takže bude veľmi silná. Tým viac rohov, tým silnejší Devil. That's the logic. Is it all, Wyll? Why didn't you tell me about her? Get to the point, Devil. What do you want?
Point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder.
Wyll burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
Upgradela mi ho, nice.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now,
Let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Oh, and Wyll, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Looking at something?
How did you know I was here? Asi preto, že stojíme za ním. Neho ako upíra nevidno v zrkadle, tudíž vidí nás. Tá postava není moc smart.
The only benefit to a mirror when you have my condition, it doesn't quite make up for the lack of a reflection, mind you.
You miss it, seeing your own face.
Preening in the looking glass. Petty vanity. Of course I miss it. I've never even seen this face. Not since it grew fangs and my eyes turned red.
You have nothing to worry about. It's a very good face.
Is it? What do you see when you look at me?
Piercing eyes. The creases when you laugh. Your mole definitely grabs my attention. I see someone wasting my time. Tomu nepoviem. Wrong piercing eyes, dajme.
Go on.
A dangerous smile, the way your hair curls around your ears.
This is meant to be flattery, not poetry. Just tell me I'm beautiful and we can call it a day.
You're pretty good. Not Gale good, but pretty good. Karlak is beautiful. You are fine though.
Observant. Mirrors aren't much use, but being reflected in someone else's eyes? Well...
You're breathtaking. Ty povedal Keanu Reeves.
One day I'll catch a break.
Dobre, dúfam, že mi to nerozhodilo náš vzťah s Shadowheart.
God's damn her straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Wyll was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
Oh, ja som to ešte nemal v parte, čiže on je Warlock a on mal pakt s hentou Mizorou. Porušil ho. Podľa nej. You warned me about Raphael, but our pact to Mizora was a fraud. Blade of Frontier has some explaining to do.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds, but I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
What are the terms of your pact?
I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heart. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Tu sa mi... Krešla... Ide krešnúť hra, alebo nie? What the fuck is going on?
Well met.
How does it feel to be a devil?
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
Why a handsome devil, if I do... Ah, freak of nature.
I can't tell if you're being silly or serious. I'll accept the flattery either way. I suppose I'll grow used to the new me, horns and all. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
You should get out of this pack.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
Why obey her at all? What could she do that's worse than she already has?
She could kill me for one, and that's not the worst of it. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
We can beat her if we put our worms together.
We can, I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
What's on your mind?
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Wyll hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
He's a good man, maybe the best of us.
You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
Je ten Owlbear ináč. Je nám tu pes, ale Owlbeara nikde.
I was hoping you'd come to chat. What do you need?
You and I, we share something special, I think. I want to talk about it.
Serious of you.
But
Go ahead.
how are you faring?
Always good when I'm with you. Fine. What's on your mind? You're doing just fine. After all, I'd scarcely anticipated being caught.
Mi to na ňu ukazovalo výkričník. Nič nemáme nové pri nej.
I promised I'd be back.
Oh shit. Nezjedli sme
Don't
to
worry.
červíka, je nahnevaná.
I have things under control. For now. You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places.
So, tell me who you are.
It's complicated. But I'm an adventurer, just like you. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. But to do that, we'll need to think beyond local healers. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun.
How do I destroy the source of the tadpole's magic?
I am not sure yet. To find the answers, we must first find the source. These parasites are more than a lithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. You witnessed it yourself with Priestess Gut. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you.
How is it that you protect me?
I have powers of my own. Unique powers. But know that we are alike. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go.
Tell me where I can find you.
No. It isn't safe. The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
Nehajte ma hádať, teraz zistíme, že všetci mali rovnaký sen. Huh? Nobody?
Another visit from the Golden Paladin. It said we'll get the answers we need about the tadpole if we infiltrate the cult.
We'll need to be discreet to get in the heart of the cult. These powers might help. And let's just do that. I'm not sure if we can use these tadpoles for good before extracting them. It could be worth it.
Could be. But I'm not sure either. And I'd rather rely on our wits and our weapons than a tadpole that could be up to anything in there.
You and Mizora seems to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice. Me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
You think she will keep coming after us?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
I can see why we're so keen to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
I had another dream. Which, I suppose, means you did as well. Whoever's reaching out to us truly does seem opposed to the Absolute, but wants us to embrace the tadpole. Venture right into the heart of the cult. Perhaps we truly have a secret protector. Or we're walking into a trap.
Oh.
Fine. What's on your mind?
A to ani nerieši. Len chce hneď riešiť. Yeah, Jesus.
It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me.
Infiltrate the cult, we must be discreet. The tadpole can help us with that.
And while we're at it, we can see how many more of these little worms we can harvest. Now, was there anything else?
Z toho dôvodu Asarion... Neviem, či sa tak strašne bojí svojho patróna. Že chce za každú cenu byť silnejší.
Then I'll see you tonight, you sweet.
Another dream. Another order from that dupe. It announced that we will find the answers we seek in the Absolute Cultist's lair, and offered another generous gift. A persuasive creature. It tempts us with power, expresses its admiration, its adoration. Avert your eyes whenever it appears, and do not avail yourself of this new power, no matter how alluring. You've no idea what damage it could do to us, how far into illithid madness it could drag us.
I think the dream figure was right. Follow the cultists and we find the source of our tadpole.
Yes, the one truth that fell out of its cankered lips.
Čo mi to dala disproved?
But it will be one with swords.
Slova som to vybral preto, lebo bolo s tým, čo by prišlo, že by mala súhlasiť. His dreams linger in my memory. Do you think the strange figure will come back?
It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder, but I believe they serve a greater master still.
Greater master? Who or what could that be?
A question that burns in my belly day and night. Elders and collectives abide by their own tenets. It would require a powerful creed to unite them. And now this voice, this creed, finds our own ears. If it reaches this plane, it may reach others.
I had another dream last night. The visitor came to me and ordered me to penetrate the heart of the very cult that's spreading the infection. It gave me a tadpole gift too, just like it did the first time it appeared. I suppose it hoped this would help. At first, I thought we should avoid these gifts no matter what advantage we gain. And yet, I can't help recall the words of my father. The best plan is the one that works. These powers could be enough to edge us towards victory.
We would soon avoid these powers if we can. I feel like we are being led into a trap.
Then we do well to walk around it. Use these powers sparingly, if you must use them at all.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
I have to ask you, how do you know so much about these parasites?
I did one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
This shadow curse you spoke of, surely it can't be that bad.
It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better.
What about this secret stronghold in the Underdark? You must know more.
Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found.
Seems like you feel responsible for this shadow curse somehow.
There's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the shadow curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source.
You know how the shadow curse can be stopped.
Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said.
Is it why you went with To sme sa už bavili, myslím.
Then perhaps I could have done something about both the shadow curse and Ceramorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close.
The celebration with the tiefling before, I hope I didn't come over too strong, but caught up in the moment.
There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same.
You would have done the same.
Perhaps. But best to not dwell on nights past. There are plenty more yet to come.
How are you faring out here at the camp?
With such stimulating company? Never better.
I've been dreaming of our enigmatic visitor again. She told me our purpose was to take on this cult of the Absolute, to infiltrate its ranks and bring it down from the inside. She even offered me greater powers, the result of some manipulation of the tadpole's psionic abilities. Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see no harm in considering the benefit this offer might afford us. Could be the only way to reach this source in one piece.
Our tadpoles are part of the problem, not the solution. We shouldn't rely on them or their power.
The vigor with which you uphold your principles. But I would remind you that the evils of the Absolute are far greater than any moral compromise we might make by using our tadpole's full potential. Your confidence in our existing capabilities is quite rousing, though. Perhaps that spirited enthusiasm will be strength enough to subdue the cult when the time comes.
Dobre, pokecali sme so všetkými, môžeme ísť. Let's do some killing.